Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jim Stahoviak, the Associate Director of ICATER, the Iowa Center for Assistive Technology Education and Research here at the University of Iowa and the College of Education. And today in our app review, we're going to talk about a communication app that I really like, actually. It's called Clarocom US Pro. You got to make sure you're getting the US version. This is a company that originated out of Great Britain, so there's a British version as well. But if you get the US version, this is $14. It's a very, very affordable app. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at what it does. So this is a screen that we have for Clarocom Pro. Again, it's a communication device, but it's really a communication device aimed at somebody that has good literacy skills. So there's no symbols involved in this. It's all words. It's all text. It's very similar in a way to Proloquo for text that we did a couple weeks ago, but it's much less expensive than Proloquo for text. I actually tend to like a lot about this. Generally, the way this works is if you see up in this yellow box area up here, if we tap up there, it's going to bring up a keyboard. We can type things into our keyboard, and when we type them in, it's going to enter up there, and then when we want it to speak, we go over here and we hit this button, and it will speak that. It also has a lot of preloaded things for us as well. So you can see here it says all. And so all gives us a list of everything that's preloaded into this, or everything that we load into this. You can see it's all loaded up alphabetically here, so if we click on something like T, it's going to take us to the T, and so I can tap on here and then hit the speak button, and it would say, tell me about yourself. If I want to clear that out, I can tap here, and it clears that out. Now, you might be noticing here as I'm going through this, you're going to see some of these things say the beginning of a phrase, and then have a little line, well, like a fill in the blank. So if I wanted to learn, if it said, tell me about, if somebody went to the baseball game, and I want to say, tell me about the baseball game, I could tap this, and then it's going to make me fill in the blank before it enters the whole thing. So it's not just going to go and say, tell me about blank, and then make me fill it in. I have to fill it in here, so I can say the baseball game, period. And then I'm going to hit OK. Tell me about the baseball game. And you can see it says, tell me about the baseball game, and it adds that into my all as well. So that added that into my list of everything. Now, if we go over to the other side of this, we can look at this list, and we can see here that there's lots of other things. Favorites. If we go to favorites, that's going to have what we have as our favorite things that we want to say. History is going to be the last group of things that we've said so that we can search through that quickly if we need to say it again. And then we have our own phrases. We've got general phrases. Now we got things for banking, coffee, contacts, education. I'm not going to read all of these to you, but anything that you would generally run across throughout the day, you're going to see in there. If there's a topic that you don't have that you want, you can hit add and just enter a new category, and then you can start filling this in as well so that you've got quick access to phrases about whatever topic you want to start adding into this. This is it's a very easy thing to use. It's very cool. It's got lots of quick grabs for lots of different things that you generally say. If we look across the bottom here, there's a check mark and an X. The check mark is yes, so if you hit that, it'll say yes. The X is no. The bell is like an alarm sound. And then if we go over here, wherever we happen to be at the time, so we're in general phrases right now, if we tap on that little thought bubble, it should take us to, I thought that would take us to history, but it's leaving us at general phrases. Let's see if we're somewhere else. If it takes us, I guess that just shows us what the phrases are. The one next to that is favorites. So if you hit the heart, it takes you to your favorites, and it shows you what the favorites are there. Those are your main tools within this. Another cool component with this is if we are typing, you can see when we pull up a keyboard, it gives us two types of prediction. It gives us word prediction here. So we've got word prediction. So if we start typing something like hello, You can see it's going to predict in words. There's hello. If I go back a couple, you can see there's an arrow here. So if we have a whole list here and we want to see more, we can swipe to the left, and it's going to show us more. When the arrow's on the far left, if you swipe to the right, it's going to go back to what we had at the beginning. But not only does it predict words, it predicts phrases as well. So you can see I start typing HE. Usually with most things you would just get this stuff here, but this is also predicting words or phrases as well. So you can see I put he, and they have he can do it, he's been fine recently, hello, how are you today? I can also slide across and see more things there. So again, this says, hello, my name is Jim, I use a computer to speak, so please bear with me. If I was going to type that and that came up, that saves us an awful lot of typing if we go ahead and use that. So having both the phrase prediction and the word prediction is a real plus with this as well. I really think this is a great communication app if somebody has the literacy skills to go ahead and use it when it's word-based like this. The other thing that's cool about this is it predicts in abbreviation expansion as well. So let's say you want to write "How are you today?" and you didn't want to write the whole thing out. If you typed in HAYT, you're going to see down here. Of course, there are no words matching. "How are you today?" pops up in the little phrase prediction. So we can go ahead and choose that, and it's going to ask that question. So this is a really cool app that has lots of ways to allow you to quickly communicate with somebody, again, if you have those literacy skills. I just want to point out a couple things up in the settings area here. If we go up to settings and we go here, you can see you've got the voice. We have two voices. We got a male and a female voice, Tom and Samantha. We can go to the store and download more voices if we want. Our speaking rate is based on words per minute. So we've got that set right now at 180 words per minute. You can change that to whatever rate you want. 150 to 180 is generally conversation pace. You can change the font name, the font size, the background color. Right now we've got it set to pinch to change the font size and flip to display a large message. I'll show you how those work in just a second. We've got other areas we can change how we display things on the screen so that you can see it differently depending on your needs. And then we also have learn as you type into the prediction. So if you type a word in there that's not typically part of the prediction dictionary, it's going to add it into that if you choose to have it learn how you type. So a couple things here. Let's say you're in a loud area. You're talking to somebody. You want them to, but they can't hear what you say when you say it. So I say, hello, my name is Jim. They can't hear me. If I take my iPad and flip it the opposite way, what we're going to see is it should pop up with, and it's not happening on my screen just as I drop it almost. It should flip. And now it's flipping toward me. There we go. To hello, my name is Jim. It's going to flip to a big thing so that somebody can see that if we direct it at them. So now I'm going to try and flip this back so that I can actually use it. So I'm going to bring it back toward me. And I am going to show you something else. Because we also have that pinch to change the size also. So if this is too small, you know how you zoom in on a website. You take your fingers and you pinch out. If we do that here, we can change the sizes of the text on our screen. So it's really easy to change that. We don't have to go through and go into settings and change a font size. We can just pinch to get to the level that we need. And then pinching back in makes it smaller back to the original size again. It's also got a really neat way to add things into this. So let's say I had a bunch of things I wanted to add into the work area. I could just go here and hit plus and then type in each thing individually. Or if I had a bunch of phrases somewhere, let's say like in my notes. So I've got a bunch of phrases here. I'm just going to copy all of this. So I'm going to hold down. I'm going to hit select all. I'm going to hit copy. And then I'm going to go back into Claro Speak US, and I'm going to go up into my message box, and I'm going to tap and hold, and I'm going to hit paste. So I've added all of them into that little box. Then you saw this little box with the arrow coming out of it lit up. So now that's active. If I go there and I tap it, it's going to say Save Phrases. So if I hit Save Phrases, now it takes everything that I just plugged into this yellow box up here, everything I plugged into the yellow box, and it adds it into my work box here. And that was a really easy way to add a bunch of phrases in there. So there's lots of different ways to kind of operate with this. Very cool app, very versatile, and very inexpensive too. At $14, this is a fantastic app. That's about all I have for you on ClaroComm Pro US. If you want to see more about this or any of the other app reviews we've done, you can go download the iCater Toolkit right here. It's free in the App Store. You can also feel free to email me at james-stachowiak@uiowa.edu or give me a call at 319-335-5280. Thanks, everybody.